everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen. So every year around this time, I love to do a series all about appetizers because we're all hosting game nights and football parties and Super Bowl parties. It's winter. What else do we have to do? Well, in today's episode, we are going to be making some mini taco cups that are so good and they're so easy too. Of course, they're low carb friendly and keto approved. Which reminds me, you guys, I have a whole playlist all about appetizers that you're going to want to go check out because they're amazing. Well, do me a huge favor though and hit that like button. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so here's all the ingredients that we are going to need. So I am using a mini muffin pan, so you're going to need one of those. Then for our cheese, I have some local cheddar cheese. We'll need 2 cups of shredded cheese. You, of course, could use any kind that you wanted though. Then I'm going to be using 1 pound of some beef. Now for the spices in the beef, you can do whatever you prefer. I'm going to do probably about a tablespoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of cumin, and maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons of some Celtic sea salt. Now I use Celtic sea salt. It has 82 minerals in it and it's super good for your body. It is the best salt that you could possibly eat for your body. Now because these are tacos, we are going to be using some lettuce, some tomatoes, some sour cream, some salsa. You could do anything that you want though for the topping of it. Whatever you prefer your tacos to be like, that is what you would want to do. All right, so we're going to start by shredding our cheese. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this shredded cheese and place it on a parchment lined baking sheet in about a tablespoon at a time. And then we're going to bake it. And this is what's going to become our taco shell.
Taco?
Taco shell.
I think I like taco.
You want to call me taco? Do I look like a taco to you?
Yes.
Oh.
It's super big.
I'm super big. Because tacos are super big, apparently?
Yep.
Okay.
I made that up.
Well, you're pretty funny. So you're going to take your teaspoon of cheese, place it into a tablespoon. We're going to put it onto our parchment lined baking sheet and put them about 2 inches apart because they are going to spread and you don't want them to just connect all together. What do you think about this, Hannah?
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy,
I
huh?
want to eat this.
You want to eat it?
I want to eat my mom,
If I can scoop
Dad,
that up.
Kate, and everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes. You're going to notice that the edges are going to get kind of like a golden crispy, and that's when you want to take it out. And then we're going to leave it on the sheet and let it cool down a little bit. Just took these out of the oven. Now you can see some of them are a little golden brown on the edges. You want to let it cool down though, not completely, but just enough for you to handle because we're going to be pulling these out and then letting them get crispy in our mold. Pulling them off and kind of forcing them into this mold, and then I will let them harden as they cool down completely. But this was actually very, very simple to do, and it's going to work perfectly. So I have a good amount to start with. I'm going to be making another batch of them in the oven just to fill up the rest, and I'm going to let these cool down completely and start to harden. Now I'm making the second batch of these, and I noticed with the other ones that it was really good when I pushed the cheese down into this because it gave me a little bit more room to work with once it's spread out. So more is better to work with because we want to fill up all the edges of that mini muffin pan. So while the taco shells are cooling down, we are going to be starting cooking our ground beef. Of course, we're just putting it in a pan on medium heat, and then as it cooks, I will be making it into smaller pieces. And I have another batch of the cheese shells in the oven. So I just pulled out the second batch of the cheese. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger, which I kind of like because then this is going to make the taco shells bigger. So I would say if you have to do it again, put a little bit more, make sure to just pack in that tablespoon of cheddar, just because it's going to make it a little bit bigger. Now for our meat, I've drained the oil. I'm going to add my spices. And you just do what you like for spices. So I added the chili powder, I added the cumin, and then I added some salt. While everything is cooling down, I decided to prep the other ingredients. So I took the seeds out of this tomato just because I don't want a ton of seeds and liquid in my cups, but you can do it however you prefer. Now I'm going to be dicing my tomatoes up as small as I can get them just because these cups are so little, and I want to make sure that I have enough ingredients without overflowing them all. Now you could just use pico de gallo or you could use salsa. I probably will add a little bit of salsa on top of this with the tomatoes, but I know that some people prefer either or and not both. Now for the lettuce, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to roll it and try to cut it as thinly as I can. Okay, so you can do it however you want layer-wise. I'm going to just put a little dollop down below of the sour cream, and then I'm going to just spread a little bit of this on the top of it. Now the thing about this is going to be you don't have a lot to work with, so you only did a couple of little tiny portion on it. Now I love sour cream, so I was going to do a little on the bottom and a little on the top as well. And then if you want to hit it with a little salsa, you can do that as well. Ooh, that looks awesome. I have been kind of thinking about, how can I do things a little healthier in the coming year? What is on your agenda for the year? How can you better yourself and improve in the area of health? I would love to hear from you. I know for me, I have been wanting to make sure that I'm prioritizing health and fitness, exercising a little bit more. And for me, I've realized that I have to put it into my daily schedule so that I actually do it. But so many people come to the new year and they think, well, I just have to have a New Year's resolution. And maybe that's one way, I suppose, that you could call it. But I like to think of it as having goals for the year, because having a goal that you can attain is really good for you. So I would love to hear some of your goals that you are wanting to do for the new year. Type it down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And you guys, just so you know, I answer all of my comments personally. I just want to build a community, which is why I do that, because I love talking to people and hearing what they have to say. Now, of course, sometimes people can be snarky, which is whatever. It doesn't bother me, but I love hearing from you guys. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are. All right, you guys, we assembled them all and now they are ready for our taste test. You ready, girl?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this.
This one.
They're so cute, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. I love them.
You love them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Me too. All right, so this is going to be the perfect addition to any party that you have. Thank you so much for watching. Now, remember, don't forget to check out my appetizer playlist because there's a ton of other stuff on there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already also. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.